all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Bossman Show here with different Pioneers head coach Rodney Billups. He's in his fourth year there leading the Pioneers out there in California for a tournament here. Coach, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm fantastic, man. It's always good to be on your show, man, and get a chance to catch up with you, so I appreciate it.
Anytime. So, Coach, man, I want to ask you, man, what do you feel like has been your greatest accomplishment going into year 4 here leading this Pioneer team since 2016? I know this is year 4, man. You've been there for a while. So what's your feel been your greatest accomplishment so far?
You know, for me, man, this is the first year of having all my kids that I recruited. And I think for me, my success hasn't even really started yet. So that's a tough question for me to answer. But if I had to, if you put a gun to my head, I think graduating 100% of the kids that exhausted their eligibility is probably the biggest achievement that I've had in 4 years. And also finally being able to recruit and get a 4-star kid on campus with Robert Jones. So that's probably the biggest thing that I've done so far. But this is the first year of having all my kids, and I'm excited to see where we can go from here.
Yes, indeed. I know last year was tough for you. So, knowing you got all your kids now, what did you prioritize this past offseason to get you guys ready for this year? Because I see you guys are competing well already. You know, you've got 2 wins already on the year. You got some tough matches coming up here real soon. So, what did y'all prioritize in April, May, June, July, August, September to get ready for now?
just solidifying our culture and what was most important. We go by a creed called by the name of RAPID, and RAPID is an acronym for respect, accountability, passion, integrity, and development. And those 5 words for me are what our guys are going to live by for the rest of their lives. And just a constant reminder every single day as to, all right, are you respecting yourself? Are you respecting the game? Are you respecting others? And on down the line, down to development, and development being the most important word right now for these young people, because they have to develop not only their basketball skills, but their personality and their character, because that basketball is going to stop bouncing at some point. And I'm teaching life through basketball. So just solidifying our culture, man, and making sure that they understand that this thing is bigger than basketball is what we've been doing since June.
Exactly, and also coaches like this, development. I try to tell guys that strength coach is a key coach to any staff, man. Just being out there in Denver, that altitude, getting those guys ready to play. So I know over the summertime you want to get guys to get bigger, stronger, and faster, but also you got to get them off the court. That strength coach, also with the on court with the player development coaches that you have, but off the court strength man is very, very important.
100%, and he's probably second in command during the off season. Our guys spend 5, maybe 6 days with our strength coach every day in the summer and in the fall before season starts, just because it's such a long year, and their body has to be ready for the combat of practice and competition. So you're exactly right, and our guys spend a lot of time our strength coach is really good in the sense of, he's a nutritionist, he's a strength coach, he's a life coach, and he spends more time with our guys than I do as a head coach, and they confide in him, and he's a friend. So it, like you said, it's extremely important that we are in the weight room, we are on the field outside, running and preparing for opponents coming into our altitude. It's extremely important.
Now, Coach, who are some young men you want to really highlight for our listeners here in Atlanta who may not know about your roster the way I do, who really had a great offseason this year and are going to play a big roles for you going forward this year?
Well, one kid I'd probably be remiss not to mention, so I'm going to go ahead and mention him. His name is Jair Eastman. We call him Roscoe Eastman. He went to Wheeler High School in Atlanta. He's a freshman for us right now. He played for Game Elite. I don't know if you're familiar with Game Elite, grassroots program. But Roscoe is a backup point guard for us right now as a freshman. And he's the future of our program with his athleticism, his speed and quickness, his decision-making. I'm really high on Roscoe right now. And I'm not saying that because I'm talking to you who got the best radio show in Atlanta. I'm speaking just because he does that for our team. But another kid, the freshman, Jones from Minnesota. I was excited to see his development over the summer and the fall. Another freshman who's going to be outstanding. Those two guys are going to have really good careers here at DU. But also, a guy like David Nzekwezi, who's a sophomore this year from the Netherlands, by way of Dallas, Texas, went to high school in Dallas. And another kid from Dallas, Jeff Johnson, went to Skyline High School in Dallas. Those two kids had great off seasons and played big roles for us this year.
Now, Coach, I see you got a guy, a young man from Birmingham, real close to us here, and a guy from Tennessee, out of Tipton County as well. So I see you guys recruiting out here this way to find good talent to bring out there to Denver to help you build this program even more out there.
There's so many good players in the Southeast, man, and not enough schools that all these kids can go to. I think it's really important that we hook some of these kids down there because they're tough. They're good students. They're very prideful about themselves, their family, and representing their family. And for me, that Southern draw is really important because more times than not they have high character. And I can't compromise on a bad character, low character kid. So down there in the Southeast, it makes a lot of sense for us to recruit.
Now, coaches, hearing what's talking about it right now, it seems like your program is really on a national scale. You can get an international kid, a high school senior. You can get you also a JUCO guy if you want to, a grad transfer if you needed to. You know, a prep school guy, or even a guy who's a sit one and play 1, 2, or 3 for you. So I feel like just now you're on a national scale. That you've been there 4 years now, going on into your 4th year. That was something there. Listen with coaches around the country. So you can find players with a pipeline easily and get them to fit your culture, what you have going on out there at Denver.
That's exactly right. And I've tried every last one of those scenarios so far in my 4 years here. What I find is the more serious student, the more mature the young man is, he's easier to coach. And we have an academic standard that we have to follow, obviously, at DU because we're such an academic institution. But it's not impossible to get the junior college kid in. It's not impossible to get a transfer or a fifth-year kid in who just graduated. It's not impossible. It's tough. And there's a niche for it, but with all that being said, we have created a reputation around the country, around the world, really, because we do recruit internationally, and it's beginning to work. It's the fruits of all this labor is starting to blossom, and you're going to see us in March.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I mentioned at the beginning here, you have a tournament that you're going to be taking part in California. You got Santa Clara as Coach Hurd send deck, and then you come back on Friday and Saturday and play Cal State Fullerton with D.J. Taylor, a buddy of mine, and Rick Ray, a buddy of mine, SEMO. So, pretty tough matchup this week for you, Coach. So, how are you getting you guys prepared for these 3 games in 5 days coming up here?
You know, I think mentally we're ready. We haven't with this young group. And forgive me for not mentioning, out of my 13 scholarship players, I got 11 freshmen and sophomore. I think mentally we're prepared. Physically, it's going to be hard for our guys to go into a building where Santa Clara plays with a lot of pace, and it's a high possession game. And then having a day off and playing 2 more really good coaches and really good teams, talented teams, it's going to be a really good test for us. But we're going to compete, and I think we got a chance to win all 3 games if we play the right way and we do things within our own character and our own scheme and not make the home run swings, just get on base. I think we got a chance to win all 3 games. So it'll be fun for me as a young coach to learn from the other coaches that we're competing against, but also shake their hand after a win as we clear our bench.
You got that right there, Coach. Now, so how do you go about preparing for that? Do you give the guys more of Santa Clara to play them tomorrow, or do you just say, hey, like we're gonna do Santa Clara today? We'll look at Cal State Fullerton on Thursday, and after Fullerton we'll look at SEMO. Or do you kind of do little bits and pieces in practice to kind of get them ready for what they're gonna see down the road a little bit there?
You know, we prepare for the all 3 games the last 2 days and just schemes. And for Santa Clara, we might see stagger screens, and they've scored a lot of points in stagger screens. So we'll work on that in the 4-4 setting. Fullerton, high pick and roll. So we'll work on that in the 4-4 setting, and also the same with SEMO. So we've prepared just schematically on what we might see, but the concentration's been on Santa Clara because it's our next game. So
yeah, it's
kind of a Jedi mind trick. You know what I mean? They don't know what they're working on. They just see our staggers for today in the shell drill setting. But we're working on all of them.
You got that right. Now, Coach, like you said, you got 11 or 13 guys are young guys. So I feel like that means you're set up for success because you have a foundation built there. And getting these young men who've been the man in high school, been the guys to buy into a role. Because that's the biggest thing with young guys is buying into a role when they've been the man in AAU or their high school team. So how you go out breaking that shell for those young men? Hey, I need you to be a defender. I need you to be a rebound. I need you to be a screener for me. I need you to be a 3-and-D guy. I need just to set up your teammates. So I get young guys, freshman sophomore guys, to buy into a role for the betterment of the team.
You know, that's a very interesting question because it happens with every kid, no matter if you're number 1 player in the country or you're the last player in the country. And there's a bit of a culture shock, and the way we do it starts in recruiting. And every kid that you recruit wants to go to the NBA. They want to be a pro. The conversation starts a little like, all right, when you go to the NBA, or when you go to a team in Europe, they're not going to ask you to score 25 points. They're going to ask you to get extra possessions. They're going to ask you to guard the best player. They're going to ask you to bring energy off the bench. We're setting you up for that next step. And we're teaching you how to be a pro as a rookie, as the second-year player. We're teaching you how to get that second contract now when you're 17, when you're 18. And when your turn comes, you're going to be ready for that. So it's all in the conversation. It's all in our presentation. And, you know, the good kids and the kids that want to learn, they understand. If not, we might miss on that kid in recruiting. So it's all about presentation for us.
Well, I hear that. Well, Coach, definitely gonna be cheering for you, man. I know you got a Georgia guy on the roster right here up the road from us here. You also got a Birmingham guy, so not neighbor to the Western Tennessee guys. So, you know, you got guys on the roster that kind of speaks to our area. Like you said, these guys from the South have a lot of great character integrity. It's gonna be good for you. And before I go, Coach, I ask you. I know you're 5'10". Did you see that some of yourself in Roscoe being 5'9"? Because I feel like a shorter guy can get the job done. I'm glad the stigma is going away where a short guy can't get the job done. Because I feel like Earl Boynton, Spurrier Webb, and those guys, Muzzy Bogues showed that JJ Barea with the Mavericks, a short guy can't get the job done. Just because they're smaller in size, I mean they can't get the job in nature.
That's exactly right. And with Roscoe, the first time I saw him, I saw me in this kid, and he's probably a little better than I was at that age, just with his ability to make everyone around him better, his ability to make people gravitate towards him and get the job done, like you said, for lack of better words. And Roscoe's got a chance to be really good. He's got a chance to break some records, some assists and steals records that I have here at DU from when I was a player. And you know, me having some pride about being the smallest guy on the team or smallest guy on the floor. I think Roscoe has a little bit of that chip as well. So you're exactly right when you say he reminds me of me, which is crazy.
That's what I thought about when I saw him on the roster. I said, yeah, that reminds Coach of himself because they about the same height, man. I think he felt some a little bit to him when he get recruit this kid right here.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. But Coach, best of luck to you against Santa Clara, Fullerton, and SEMO, man. I hope you all get to go 3-0, man. We'll talk to you around January, man. See how you guys doing in summer league play, man.
Man, I appreciate you, man. I really do.
All right, anytime, Coach. Thank you as always, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Mickey on the track.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today, True Speech and 313 Fresh, Family Grind ENT. Believe in it, get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.